How's it going, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk about how your physical appearance affects how people look at you. Right? Whether you like it or not, people judge you in within seconds like this, right? Your body, your clothes, your posture, it all sends a message, but but what message are you sending, right? So many people think that, oh, it doesn't matter how I look, right? As kids, we used to be in school. We would dress up properly and we would go to school, right? Because we cared about what other people thought. We cared about, hey, this person, I want to set up a good impression. I want to be looking good for my classroom, especially every Friday. I remember in middle school, I would always, every single Friday, make sure I have my best fit and I look my best, right? To celebrate with the guys in school, man, right? So it's very, very important to make a very good first impression, right? People form an opinion of how you look within 7 seconds of seeing you, right? So there's people that come up with this bullshit that say, oh, my looks don't matter because I have an amazing personality, right? You could be a fat bastard looking like Shrek's mama, right? You could be looking like Shrek's mama, man. And no disrespect to Shrek's mama, I love her. She's a great character in the movie, right? But you could be looking like her, right? You could be looking like her, and people will say, "No, but I have a great personality." People are not going to want to be with you romantically, even friend wise. People are not going to trust you, right? So people are going to automatically eliminate you just by looking at you before to even get to know your personality. So looks is very important. Of course, personality is important, but looks are important. It's what gets your foot inside of the door, right? So, and first impression is really good. When you're going somewhere about to meet somebody for the first time, you know, put on a nice shirt, a nice jacket that fits you good. Put on something nice, right? Work out, work out. This is my point. People need to work out because it matters to their physical appearance. If you're not working out, you're not able to look fit. And if you don't look fit, people are not gonna just subconsciously not gonna wanna be around you, right? Of course, you have the people that love and care for you that want to be around you, but they want the best for you. They want to see you in your best position that you can possibly be, your best potential, right? Your looks reflect on your lifestyle. A strong fit body shows consistency, hard work, and self-control, right? When, let's say, you're going for an interview, right? And you're a pretty fit dude, right? And you're trying to get this job, right? The person who's interviewing you subconsciously they're gonna be like, oh wow, this guy's in great shape. You know, he probably most likely respects himself. He has very consistency and self control and very good discipline. This guy would really fit into this position that I am looking for somebody for, right? Because if he has the characters and qualities outside for himself, he can most definitely bring it into the workforce, right? So that's what most people really look for. And opportunities just come easier, right? You ever wonder why the attractive people, oh man, he only got that because he's good looking. Oh man, he only got that because he has muscles and he's jacked. Man, he only got that because he has this nice confidence, charisma that he's something aura about him, right? There's a reason, man. There's a reason they get those opportunities because they respect themselves of how they look. So they try to make the appearance the best as possible. And hey, look, I'm not saying the best people that look fit are always, the best people ever. Nah. Somebody could be good looking and attractive and well jacked, but they could have a horrible personality. They could be the shittiest person, right? But at least what they do have is to get to the door, to be able to get their personality tested. Most people who aren't really like good looking or fit, they can't even get inside the door, right? So when you look good, people just tend to trust you more. It's just how the world works, and people just give you better service, more respect, more chances, all based off your looks. Just looking at you, whether it be the cashier, whether it be the service guy that served you, or whatever it may be, people just tend to treat you better. People tend to say, "This guy looks like he cares for himself. Let me, be good with him," right? And people who want to make connections with you also as well, right? No business guy wants to work with a loser, fat bastard. Even if he has money, nobody wants to work. If you gave a businessman, right, an opportunity, if he had two deals to do, right, the first guy, he's a fat Shrek-looking mother trucker, right? You got this guy, and he's rich. He has billions of dollars. But he doesn't care for how he looks. He doesn't care about his health. Doesn't care about nothing. Doesn't care what he puts in his mouth. He eats anything that moves and is alive. Um, doesn't move. Is really out of shape, basically, right? Compared to the second guy who has the same amount of money, who's jacked, well respected, disciplined, self control, and is a fit body, right? Who do you think that guy's gonna go for? Subconsciously, he's gonna go for that dude that takes care of himself because he respects himself. Because he knows, even though they both have money, the fat guy who does not care for how he looks will not. If he doesn't respect himself, he most likely will not respect you as a business partner, right? It's true. It's just how the world works, right? So self-image impacts your actions. You feel more confident, and it changes how you speak. And you speak with conviction, and you walk confident, right? So when you want to say something, you're not scared over here, hiding, not having the balls to say. No, you say it with conviction, and you do it, right? And you walk with confidence. And it's not the egotistic walk, right? There's a difference between having the ego walk with the chest up, brought it up, and the confident walk. Nah, the ego walk is basically you think you're just better and you have your nose up on top of everybody. No, that's not the way to do it. The confidence walk is you knowing, I know who I am, I know how well and valid I am, I know what I've achieved for myself, and everybody here is equal to me as a human, of course. And you're just a great human, and you walk with confidence because you know what you're capable of. You don't think you're better than anybody, but you know that you are a good person and what is truly in your heart. Okay? So confidence, not ego, guys. Confidence. And it's a key. Confidence is a key, and as we know, it boosts you up a lot. So if you can get fit, that just unlocks everything. Man, I always say, working out, being in the gym, just unlocks everything. Like, there's nothing bad with working out and being fit and eating healthy. There's no negatives. I can't think of any negatives. People for some reason, right, they tend to spectate. They tend to just spectate people work out. They tend to spectate people eat healthy, right? And then they say to themselves, oh man, that guy's doing it. You know what? Go for him. Yeah, let's go to the journey. I've been watching this guy's fitness journey since day one. Man, I wish I could be like him. People, spectators, 2025 has spectators, man. Instead of spectating this guy's journey and rooting on for him, stop being a cuck and you go and put that journey for yourself. Stop spectating and take action. If you don't want it and you want to support this guy on your journey, whatever. But if you want it and you're wishing you had it, why are you spectating? Go do it. Go do it yourself. You could take that educational, video and use it for yourself so you learn what to make the mistake and what to not do and what to do in the journey, and do it for yourself. But if you're watching and just spectating and saying, I wish and I wish, what are you doing, man? Get off your ass and do something about it, right? And you also build momentum by becoming the person you want to be externally first, right? So you have this guy that you look up to, which is your future self that you want to be. Externally, slowly but surely, you start to walk towards that path, to get closer to it, to become that, right? So it gives you a huge boost. It gives you a huge boost. And of course, I said this a million times, respecting yourself. When you take care of yourself, you respect who you are, and you don't allow any bullshit in your life. You don't allow any nonsense or any drama or chaos into your life. You don't allow it. When you take care of yourself, you're like, I work so hard to look this way, to feel this way. Why am I gonna allow some other bullshit to come into my life that's meaningless and I don't want it and I have better things to do, right? You accept saying no more. You're more confident to say no, and you're more free from BS when you start doing this, right? And there's a saying I always like to say, how you treat yourself is how the world will treat you. Let me say it again. How you treat yourself is how the world will treat you. And that's very, very true. So please, guys, if you're out of shape, if you're not confident in your look, if you don't like the way you look, very simple. Go on a workout plan, eat healthy and good, do it consistent, discipline yourself, because it'll teach you a lot of things on the journey. You'll start feeling confident. Change up your maybe your hairstyle ain't right. Get a skin routine, face care, skincare routine. You know, fix up, get haircuts on a reoccurring good times. Your clothes, make sure they fit you properly and good. Make sure you're not gonna get anything oversized or too tight. Make sure the clothes that you get is good style, good fashion. And that's it. And the main part is your body. You can always change your clothes within seconds. You go to the store, buy a whole outfit, boom, you have a better fit, right? But your physical body, it takes time. It takes hard work and dedication to do, right? So, and that's what many people look at, right? The clothes, people look at the clothes, but also the body as well. Because the clothes is something you can fix within minutes. The body is something you need to fix within weeks or months. So please, guys, get into shape. Keep on going. Keep the grind going. And remember, how you treat yourself is how the world will treat you if you wonder why I'm not being treated the right way. All right? Peace, guys. Thank you so much.